Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, where we take a peek behind the curtain of big business and sometimes find a few unexpected plot twists. Today we're diving into Aura Fat Projects Acquisition Corp's latest report. It looks like our SPAC friends are trying to buy themselves a little more time, and we're going to unpack what that really means for investors. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, if you love getting clear, understandable insights from these dense corporate filings, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And if you want to chat with fellow corporate geeks and get even more exclusive content, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. So, what is the big news from Aura Fat Projects Acquisition Corp? Well, this is a Form 8K, which basically means something important just happened that the company needs to tell everyone about right away. Think of it as an urgent news bulletin from the corporate world. For Aura Fat, the main story here is about extending deadlines. They got this thing called an initial business combination, which is basically them finding and merging with another company. SPACs like this one have a set time limit to do this, and if they don't, things can get messy. What they've done is officially agree to change the rules of their trust agreement. Now, this agreement is super important because it holds the money raised from their initial public offering. They are amending this agreement to give themselves more time to find that perfect business to combine with. This might sound a bit technical, but it essentially means they got their shareholders to vote and agree to push back the date by which they need to complete this merger. The original deadline was probably coming up soon, and they needed more runway. They've managed to extend this crucial deadline all the way to July 2027. And here is a key detail: they are getting this extension without having to pump more of their own money into that trust account. This is a pretty big deal because it means they don't have to come up with fresh cash to keep the clock ticking. This also involved amending their founding documents, their memorandum and articles of association. Think of these as the company's constitution. They've updated these to reflect the new timeline. So, what does this extended timeline mean for the company and for anyone holding their shares? It gives them breathing room. They can now take their time to find a suitable acquisition target without the immediate pressure of a looming deadline. This could be good if they are being very selective and want to make sure they get the best deal. Now, let's look at how the shareholders voted. This is where we see the actual sentiment of the people who own a piece of the company. For votes against, abstentions, broken non-votes. We see two proposals here, one for the extension amendment and one for the trust amendment. The numbers are pretty overwhelming. For both proposals, the number of votes for is a massive 3,011,887. That is a clear win. On the other hand, the votes against is a tiny 1,892 for both. This shows overwhelming support from the shareholders for this extension. It means most investors are okay with the company taking more time. However, with such votes, there is always an important consequence to watch out for. Redemptions, when shareholders get a chance to extend a SPAC's deadline, they also get a chance to cash out their investment if they are not happy with the extended timeline, or simply want their money back. In this case, 239,567 shares were redeemed. This means a significant number of shareholders decided to take their money back rather than wait for the extended period. While the majority voted to approve the extension, this redemption figure is noteworthy. It tells us that some investors were not fully on board with the delay or perhaps saw this as a good opportunity to exit. This filing is essentially a formality to update their core documents to reflect the shareholder approved extension. And here is the actual agreement that governs the trust account and the funds within it. Looking at this filing, the main story is about Aura Fat Projects acquisition. Corp buying itself more time to find a merger partner. The shareholders by a significant margin have approved this extension. This is generally a positive sign from management, showing confidence in their ability to find a good deal. However, the number of redemptions, while not a majority, does indicate that some investors are either losing patience or are not fully convinced about the company's future prospects under this extended timeline. The risk here is that SPACs that need multiple extensions often struggle to find attractive targets or face increasing market scrutiny. The clock is still ticking, even if it is ticking slower now, and there is no guarantee they will find a suitable business to merge with by July 2027. The success of this company now hinges entirely on management's ability to scout and close a good deal within this new time frame, and to do so in a way that doesn't see even more shareholders cashing out. What is your take on this extension? Do you think Aura Fat Projects Acquisition Corp will find a good merger target in time, or are the redemptions a sign of trouble ahead? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please smash that like button and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. And don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.